Pretty much, I'm just on the way home from work today, and pretty much just kind of like just talking about some of the things that happen, ups and downs. You know, sometimes it's good to talk about stuff that's people always think that people who make content or just can say things are always good, and sometimes just putting things out there to the world. It's just like it's kind of a catharsis. I had a conversation with one of my friends yesterday, and we talked for a good minute. And someone said, my wife was telling me before that sometimes all you need to do is have an 8-minute conversation. The importance of an 8-minute conversation. I might even change the title of this to that. The importance of an 8-minute conversation. And how you just need about 8 minutes to talk to somebody to kind of vent your problems. And you can feel a lot better because of that. I'm on my bike right now. And so what happens is like today at work, a lot of people got fired, I know, I was made aware of 2 yesterday, or 2 couple days ago, and then 2 got fired today, and I'm just really just kind of shook about that. And so I'm just kind of just talking about the things that I'm feeling about this situation right now. And one of the things is just it's kind of a bummer to be fired from something, I wish there was a way they could have warned them more or given them more of a something or other, how hard it is to find an employee and to train an employee and to make that person, make another person almost like that person, and you're hoping to have the dynamics of everybody else work. That is some craziness, So I think about that. I think about how, it's unfortunate that somebody that you got a chance to work with for so long, all of a sudden they get totally taken out. And my feelings on that has been something where I feel as though people should just definitely, give it another chance or something, or give more time to work, or maybe the system, because we have a point system at our work, and the point system is very heavy-handed. If you miss a day, you get a point. If you call out, you get a point. If you call out late to your appointment, for example, if you call out within a couple hours, it goes to you have it where, hey, how you doing? I'm just talking about some ups and downs. Saying about you have this thing with my job where if you have if you call out too early, they can give you 1.5 points. If you too early, like example, within 4 hours or 2 hours of your time, you can get some points, and that's terrible. I know we all signed the paper to agree to that, but what happens is we lost 2 people today in terms of they got fired today, and 2 people a couple days ago. That's a total of 4 people from my job. That it just kind of made me feel really I'm really sad about that. I really care about these people, and I'm connected to them still through Instagram and through Facebook, but the very fact that it's so hard to replace a person, when you come down to the end of it, to replace a person from to start all over fresh with a new job, get somebody, that's hard work. So I was kind of coming down from being really, not really, really just kind of coming up from being down. What happened was where my art, we didn't have that many people attend, and so if you know me, I'm one of the people who prepare a lot for an event. And so when I went to go prepare and no one showed up, just 3 people showed up. The model, the person from the store, and I showed up, and I'm the teacher, and it's my event, and I just was kind of hoping there'd be more people. So then the guy who owns the studio, or he has the room at least, he's talking to me about, we should go someplace and go to another art gallery or something. So we did. We went to another art gallery, or an arts thing where they're doing a drawing class, and in the drawing classes the place was packed. So I was sitting there thinking, well, it's not the temperature. Maybe people don't know who I am. That's what it kind of is. They don't know who I am yet and what I could do. Not to mention a drawing class is a little bit easier to work with because no one was really teaching the class. It's kind of the person was posing, and after that they were yelling switch, right? So when they did that, people sitting there trying to do a warm-up phase, then the long draw phase, the long, super long draw, So it's you have it a few minutes, and then you have it a couple seconds first, and then a few minutes, and then 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes type thing, And everybody I've been to in classes, there was no instruction whatsoever. You just sit there and draw. But my art thing that I'm doing, I heard ride a bike and breathe and talk at the same time. Let me see. So you would think after all the bike riding I've been doing for the last 7 months, I'd be able to ride a bike and talk, right? I guess maybe talking isn't my focus. Anyway, so what happens was like I was sitting there and comparing apples and oranges and saying that, okay, well, their class is not an instruction class. My class is an instruction class. And as an instruction class, what that means is that I have to sit there and just talk to people. I give them instruction how to do this, yeah? So anyway, so what happened was nobody showed up. And I was kind of bummed about it. Then I heard the news the next day, just kind of on a recoup, because I do a thing like, after I work on my stuff, I do the aftermath of trying to figure out what went wrong, what went right, do like an evaluation type thing, you know? And so anyway, so I did the evaluation thing, and in the midst of that, I started hearing about the people who at my job, who were dear to me, they got fired. And so with that kind of does a number on me, because I wasn't even fully restored yet, you know? To have to deal with the scenario like that, you know? I'm gonna have to like jump from there. Okay, I'm gonna jump in there. Here comes, I'm in this street. Hold on a second. Give me a second. I get out of the street. Woo, Nelly. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put it in lower gear. Come on, lower gear. Alright, lower gear. Alright, let's go. Okay, let's put it in the lower gear. Okay, so what happens is this, right? I went through the whole thing and just kind of get through. And that's kind of 2 shocks, you know? Dealing with all kind of stuff. And then, so my wife and I decided, let's watch Ghostbusters, you know, the Frozen Empire one. And that was like, that was a pretty cool movie, you know? So then I watched it first with my wife, and then after that, I thought, let me go ahead and watch it again with the kids. And so when I watched it again with the kids, I was able to catch all the stuff I missed the first time. And so overall, I was like, man, this movie is all right. But it's like, I didn't learn anything, you know? It was kind of like a fulfilling more world building kind of thing. Give you more ideas about ghosts. And the thing that made me think was about, the thing they talked about in the movie was about possessions, you know? And how a possession, when it's just like, even though it may not be true, but a possession, when it's like psychologically charged or something, or emotionally charged, or I guess traumatically charged, you can capture a ghost, you know? And it was kind of explaining how things get stuck inside of stuff, you know? And then they took it to the next level where they talked about how they had this like pre-Sumerian like a evil spirit inside of an orb and stuff, you know? And how that kind of ties into the whole thing about like traumatic things can be carried and passed by. So I've had many people talk to me about stuff like that and said about how, you know, if you have something you transfer to somebody, you know, you can transfer your essence and your personality or whatever if it's traumatic, you know? And it's just like, you know, makes me actually wonder about that. Like how far does that even go, you know? If that's even true. Because for one, it's like, you know how some things belong to people, you know, like this belongs to me, this belongs to you, and it takes on your characteristics by way of your DNA and all that, you know? So it's kind of like, imagine that you have something, you have a ball, and that ball isn't just yours because you bought it. It's yours because it's like shares your DNA. It's like a family member or anything you touch. So it's like when somebody steals something, you know, they steal something from you, they're taking a piece of your essence, you know, or a piece of that which makes you complete or something, or something that like added some kind of thought, you know, like this is something that makes you like that's there, that you have to kind of take into account and really kind of factor in that whether or not this is one of those things that that you can actually transfer or transmute or take with you. I don't know. It's one of those things I'm thinking about. So I just got home, and pretty much what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I'd love to continue this video actually, but I might have to continue it later because I missed yesterday. Normally on Thursdays I have my my videos I put together. And so on Thursday yesterday, I was really kind of just dealing with and making sense of certain things. But what I was talking about was I was just kind of dealing with the whole thing regarding my one of my class. No one showed up to class other than the people who were supposed to show up, and that kind of like frustrated me. The other one was about like my coworkers got fired. A lot of coworkers got fired today, and that's about like almost like a plenty of them got fired. And so incidentally, what that means is that we're gonna have new people that's gonna be coming to the office, and that's something there. And the other thing too is like pretty much that it's not only to have new people, we're gonna have new managers too. And that in of itself is, I don't like any of it. I don't like change. I don't like change like that, So, and to be said that when it comes to change and things like that, I don't like that at all, because what happens is having to deal with new people, it's new dynamics, and they go through all of their way. They go all out of their way to try to, I don't know, to just kind of, I don't know, it's not make it comfortable or make it less comfortable. It's kind of like the thing where you are kind of at the mercy of people who don't really show emotional connectiveness, and that's very saddening, because I would much rather work with the people I currently have than to get a whole new set of people when the people do their job, when their whole purpose is finding errors, So I don't know. This is one of those things where I'm just like, I don't like that, how this thing went down. I don't like how this thing went down, and just how people, ended up losing their job because of technicalities and stuff. I feel as though the whole person is way more than just, the person is a whole lot more than just, a couple of points. And so because of that, I would try to work with the person as much as I could. I wouldn't just write a person off, because of technicality or the point system deems it so, I mean, they could very easily and very well just override, but they didn't. I mean, I'm not trying to blame the management for everything, but it's like the point system is a little too steep, and they should really argue that. Because, humans, it's so hard to find another person of good quality to merge well. I mean, if it's there to witch hunt and to get rid of people, I mean, that's the job, it's what it does. But at the end of the day, I would much rather have a person that I know who has a couple of late things that I can work with, and I know, as opposed to starting a whole new, brand new person. It's like ending a relationship because of a few things, rather than finding a whole new person. Unless those things are really critical, Because if those things are critical, that's one thing, but if this is another thing, then that's something there too. So folks, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of end this now, because it's like I am home, and I got home pretty quick, actually. I'm going to go home and just kind of work on some stuff. I have a lot of things to do, but for the most part, I just want to say, thank you so much. Today's Friday, and just, trying to recuperate and make sense of the day. Not to mention, I got some sculptures I got to finish. So, I say, God bless you. Thank you so much for watching my channel today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do. That'd be great. Like and give thumbs up if you can. All right, so I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much. Have a good day. God bless you. Bye. Oh, by the way, don't let the ups and downs get you. Okay? Be strong in the Lord and the power of His might. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. God bless you. Bye. Peace.